Hello everyone, Christopher here again, and we're going to play for another 15 minutes to see what to do after starting our little base. We're going to look for some iron, we're going to kill some boars, and go from there. Hopefully everyone enjoys the help and the guide. And yes, we do want to load this game. Champion, make sure to keep all gathered items. You don't know when it will turn out to be useful. That is true. A lot of items get used later on, even for higher tier items. All your basic items you find in the world are the base components for everything. Okay, so here's our early access message, and we can hit P to close the chat again. Alright, so let's take a look. We have 3 wood in our inventory and 146 branches, and we have logged back in from where we left off. So we can see, we're going to craft this workbench and await its finish. And we can take a look here. We want to craft this defensive plan as well. So we are probably one short. So we're going to have to go gather some more fiber. So I'm actually going to move that here. We're going to leave that run. We're still inside our totem radius, as you can see. So we are still getting that XP gain from it. Now if we go inside this workstation, we can see there's a bucket, which is used in farming. We got our rope recipe, so we can craft rope in bulk here without it being on our character. You can make branches. You can make planks. Planks are used in most of the higher benches and tiers. So a lot of wood will have to be converted to planks. You have a simple repair kit that will repair your items. You have a bed, which you can use besides the bedroll. Some chests, a fish trap if you want to put it in water. Your furnace at T1. Your weapon benches, your tempering bench. A weapon bench is needed to craft a hot weapon, and then you need to put it in the tempering bench to cool it, and then you can use it. The weapon bench is also where you're going to craft your iron tools, which are necessary. Okay, we have a fire, ice, poison, lightning, holy, and summoning shrine. These are your different magic types. Depending on your faction, there are easier ones to get. For instance, me being human, I'm going to want to create this fire shrine because I am right here. This will allow me to enchant my melee weapons with fire magic, as well as actually use fire magic if I want to go a mage. We also have a liqueur station, which helps me make alcohol and drinks. A gem station, which is really important. You can use those red gems to make a health gem if you're a human. A green gem will give you energy bonuses. A blue gem will give you mana bonuses. A orange gem or yellow gem, whichever you see, will give you crit damage or crit chance. And then a purple gem will either give you mining and woodcutting damage or max weight. You have a mortar, which is heavily needed for a lot of things to crush recipes down. We have a tanning station, which is used to craft the armor. A well, which is used in farming and getting water. Fridges aren't currently being used right now, but you can use it as a chest. Alchemy station, which is used primarily to make potions. You can also craft a research station or table from here if you don't want to make it on your player. You have an armor station, compost bin for compost. You'll need some kind of plant item, a raw meat, not a cooked meat, and either ash, sulfur, or bone dust. And then you can create planters. And here's the recipe for the next workstation. A dummy actually provides you with a DPS counter. If you craft it and you hit it, it'll tell you your damage per second over time, so you can see kind of what you want to do or how you want to do it. But alright, that is our workstation. And we got our research table, and we're missing some empty scrolls, and we need some leather. So I think our next step is to go get some leather. I want to show off. I want to get that in PvP or even PvE. If you start building next to mobs, you're going to have to defend your base with these spikes. So we are going to have to go and fight something and hopefully kill it. As you can see that this item is on its last leg, so we might actually want to craft another hatchet. Okay. So while that hatchet's being crafted, we're going to fight this boar. I'm going to dodge roll to dodge that attack. And I only took some damage. I can hit E to take all of that, and then I can use a movement key to close the inventory. I don't have any healing potions right now, and I don't want to spend my fiber to make herbal salve, so I'm just going to sit down. And as you can see, when I'm sitting down with the X key, it's regenerating my health at a ×3 rate. Keep in mind you can eat and drink while you're down, and I have to mention that you want to keep your hunger and thirst as high as possible because it's tied to your regen rates. If your hunger or thirst gets too low, say below 80, you start suffering some mana regen, energy regen, and health regen. So keeping it maxed out is a great idea. Okay, well we have enough leather for what we were trying to do. And these weapons break. Stone tools, it's just more cost effective to make a new one. So we made it so that they just break rather than being able to repair. Because why waste a repair kit on something as dumb as that? Alright. More gathering. Yippee! And we're going to grab this branch because we don't know when we're going to use it. And we can use it in lights when it gets to nighttime. So it is 11:47 a.m. in-game. Okay, man. Give me all the woods. Okay. Probably gonna have to go smack some rocks here soon, just to get that furnace up and running. Okay. So we got that. And now we're going back to our little platform. Really, it's not even a base at the moment. And we are going to see if we need anything. We might want a campfire just for outside so we can cook our meat. Food doesn't spoil, so you don't really have to worry too hard. But just to have it so we know. And I'm gonna put it right here. As long as part of this is inside, I'll still get the experience. And I'm gonna turn this on and look for the raw meat, and then I'm gonna max it. Alright. So we need, oh, I forgot to grab fiber. This is cool. It gave me the experience I needed, and I want to turn it off. And I hit E, and I grabbed everything out of there, and we got a resource called ash. Takes about 15 to 30 minutes for your resources to respawn. So you have to be cognizant of that and kind of know where you're going and how long you want to gather for. All I need is 20 fiber total, and I'm at 12. So I just have to identify a few plants to make that last scroll. Okay, and let's go over here and get this last juicy plant. And I think we have enough now. We definitely have enough. So let's go back. Because I know that you need 200 stone to even make the furnace, we're just going to grab all this stone on the way back. Okay, man. Smack, smack, smack. I miss my iron tools already. We actually have an admin pickaxe. It's only available in our testing environment, but you can like one-shot everything. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. But alright, let's keep going. And let's just make sure we have about 200. Alright, let's see. We have about 47. We're about 1/4 of the way there. So let's just keep going. Once I find a source of iron and get my forge going, you're going to want to do one of two things. You're going to want to start getting sand and making the sand into bottles. With the sand into bottles, you can start collecting mushrooms and start making health, mana, and energy potions, which are basically required or really needed. Also from there, you can produce the ash for fertilizer. And if you mine enough, you can actually get a mining book of knowledge at a very low chance. What this does is gives you 500 XP to that profession. Alright, chopped another thing down. And we're going to continue going. Come on, stone. Alright, let's see. How much do we have right now? 126. So I'm going to do is eat a piece of meat, drink some water, and sit down for a second. While doing that, I'm going to take a look in here and see if there's anything else that I can build that I may need. We don't want to make chiseled stone at the moment. We're saving up the stone. And we have choices. I can go a bow, I can go staff. Could make some daggers if I wanted. I'm not a huge spear person. Could make a mace and a shield. So those are just things to think about. Alright, well, let's stand back up and get going again. Well, that was it for that one. Let's see if I can see my poop base. It's over there somewhere. It's not loading in though. Okay. Now I'm gonna go smash this rock. 159. And then let's get some more rocks. I'm at 181, so I think 1 or 2 more rocks should do it. Well, my pick broke, so let's make another. I had to use one of my precious stones. Alright. And we broke that one. At 192. Obviously, this would go a lot faster in a group, but I'm playing solo currently. I want to kill this boar just because. And I dodged all of its attacks using a dodge roll. I'm going to hit E to grab all the loot, and then it filter stacks up. And it looks like I have leveled. It doesn't seem like I'm having much of an energy or health problem. So I think I might just go with some strength to get some extra weight capacity. Hasn't really been an issue yet, but you know, it's just, well, it might become one. It's nice to have a little bit of extra weight. But alright, so I know that I need to get some clay. But I have to brave down there to get it. So let's go back to base and make that defensive plan. And then we can go and get clay next. Get that furnace going and to start making iron, which is probably the first thing I should have done rather than focusing on this defensive book. But the defensive book allows you to essentially protect yourself from other players or creatures. So it is vital importance. I would probably say it's more important than getting iron up, but essentially you get these little spike walls. The arrow in means that that's the inside. So with this, if I put that down and I walk up to it, I'm going to take bleed damage. Or for instance, if I had a wall and I put that on top, players won't be able to climb up your base. just to mention something else, you can actually climb anything. So I'm going to climb the wall. The way I did that is I double tap space and then held it. That's why these defensive books are really important if you don't have a roof to have these spikes. Because if I try to climb up this, I'm going to fall and take damage. But alright, so let's see, what do I need for this furnace? I need clay. So I have the stone, but I don't have clay. I need to go find some clay, and I also probably need to make a mortar at some point to get started for potion making, and then make an alchemy station after. So let's go look for some clay real quick, see if we can find it. So a way to get down hills without actually falling is you can actually walk down, or you can double click and hold, but this is too shallow of a hill to catch yourself from falling. So what is this? Let's see what this is. Is this clay? That's sand. We'll need that for our potion making. And let's see if we can find any clay. Here's some clay. So we have 8. We need 20. So let's keep moving and looking for clay while avoiding these crabs. I don't think I'll be able to take 2 of them at once with the current armor and weapon I have. 16 clay, some more sand, and is there any more? And more clay. Awesome, we have enough clay to start making the furnace. Once I get back and make the furnace, I think that's going to be the end of this video as well. I just kind of wanted to show kind of the priorities and how the building system and climbing work for PvP and PvE. And from there, you basically find your gems and smelt your iron to make your iron tools. Then with your iron weapons and tools, you can enchant them in the enchanting stations, which you can unlock in the workbench. And then from there, you just play the game. There's multiple dungeons and bosses around the map. Once we add quests back, we'll have quests and everything in that city as well. And wow, these crabs are angry at me. Go away, crabs. And yeah, you'll have a quest board, daily quests, and things like that as well. But this is iron, just to show. This is what it looks like. So if I break it over the next 30 minutes, joking, obviously, I have gotten 7 iron ore. Oh, wow, you found your way up here. Oof. And that now is dead. And I got a chiseled stone and some crab meat. Alright, so we are going to go in here, and I'm going to actually craft, get 36, I'm going to craft this furnace. Now I see I need lots of planks, so I'm actually going to go up to the plank and just hit max. So I'm going to need it for quite a few things. Alright, let's put this furnace down, and I'm going to put it, I don't know, let's put it here, and I'm going to use the control precise rotation, so that's a little bit nicer. As you can see, we have iron ingots right here, we have empty wine bottles, and we have an empty flask. We are going to want to make these empty flasks for potions. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to max out these flasks. Once you get an alchemy station, you can use these flasks along with a well to fill these flasks and then craft your potions. But again, this is it for this video. As you can see, I'm still getting the crafting XP pop up because I'm inside this totem radius. Alright, have a good one, everyone.